Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, guys. I hope you're having a really, really good Sunday. It's stream time. I'm caffeined up. I have coffee. Again, not great latte art, but I tried. It's good coffee though today. I actually know what we're having. I can tell you what we're having, which is unusual for me. We're having something from the Carrington Coffee Company. There you go. And here you go. From Papua New Guinea. There you go. Stewed fruits and green apple. That's what we're drinking today. Nice and easy. Cool. Let's see who got first today. First was... I can't scroll back that far. Sarajaman. Hey man, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for being here. Tim was second. Moons of Empire is here as well. Who else? We got Anarchy subscribed to Prime. Thank you so much for the 90 months of subs, Anarchy. I appreciate that. It says evening, Jay. I hope hope everyone has had a good weekend. I've had a good weekend. Yeah, thank you. Josh is here as well. He says I'm not dead yet. By the way, I hope you're feeling better, man. I hope you're feeling better. We'll catch up tomorrow. Fluffy's here as well as Perlin. Good evening, guys. Who else have we got? Snicket's here as well. Hey man, good to see you. Void Media as well. Good evening, Jane chat. Hope we're all having a lovely Sunday. Yeah, it's been good. Void Media also subscribed for 11 months. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. And Jay's probably trying to do some fancy latte out right now. Probably was, yeah, probably about that. It didn't come out very well.
Tasty.
Robert's here as well. Hey man, good to see you. He also subscribed for 2 months. It says Yo-Yo Bossman. Thank you so much for the sub, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Sax subscribed with Prime as well. Subscribed for 3 months. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate that as well. Golden Ratio's here as well. He says, evening, Jay, evening chat. Lottie's here too. Good evening, friend. Yes. 6 months of salary, I think, right? That's where we agreed to go to.
Tasty.
Barton's here as well. Dan Bot still hasn't told me again. At least I'm here early enough this time. Well, thank you very much for being here, Barton. The bot should ping. I think it's all fixed now. We'll see. But Quagri subscribed for 7 months. He says, woo. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And Surgeman says 10 months as well, subscription. And he says, where has the time and all my money gone? Dude, we can always make more money, right? That's the thing. Can't get time back, but you can make money. Barton as well. Thank you so much for the 5 months of subs as well. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that too. Thank you so much, guys. Tim's here as well. You lucky lot. I'm not sure how that worked, really. Is that lucky? Yeah, Tim's lovely, isn't he?
Tasty.
Wolfie, thank you so much for the 16 months of subs. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Well, I've got a bit of a make more keybs, not money. Well, I guess we can make more keybs, but we need money to make the keyboards. So, yeah, make the money to make the keyboards, right? We need that on a T-shirt. Make money, make keyboards. That's what we need to do. If anyone can print T-shirts, that's what we need. Make money, make keyboards. Sponsored by the SPC. Something like that. Anonymous Biker, hey man, good to see you. Make keybs, not war. I like it. Also, good slogan for a T-shirt. What else could we put on a shirt? Don't fight, just type. Something like that. I don't know. There's loads of stuff we could put. I'm sure. So, I do have a ton of stuff to show you today, as well as some unboxings and some stuff to go through. PT news, a few things I wanted to talk about. The Carbon Fiber Plate Group Buy is now live. So if you are interested in joining a Carbon Fiber Plate Group Buy and you have a file you want cutting in carbon fiber, it doesn't really even have to be keyboard related. You can always email about something else. We can get it cut for you. 1.5mm woven carbon fiber is what we're doing with a twill pattern. That closes in a couple of weeks, so get your orders in. What else have we got that's going on at the store? Too much to talk about. Tons of stuff went in stock on Friday. GMK Red Alert, GMK, loads of GMK stuff went in stock. I can't remember now. We've also got some more GMK going in stock this week, as well as DCS Reaper, which I'm going to show you in just a minute because that came out so good. I'm going to put it on one of my boards that I'm using in a minute as well. So yeah, watch out for GMK Boulder and GMK Foundation because they're going in stock this week too. We've also got a ton of stuff going in stock from GeonWorks as well. So Geon was lucky enough to chat to me. I was lucky enough to chat to Geon about becoming their kind of like UK vendor. So we have a ton of stuff coming from them. The Nixie switches, lube brushes, all sorts of other stuff that's going to arrive this week. Should be here tomorrow, so watch out for that going in stock too. Yeah, so many things happening. Geon was lucky enough to speak to you. No, man, no. He actually, do you know, he reached out to me originally like 3 years ago when he first started making keyboards, and he knew that I collected F1s, and he was like, dude, can I have a JO2 if I send you like an F1? And it was like, yeah, of course, man. So we actually swapped stuff. It's quite cool. So now it sits in his office as the JO2, and I've got a few F1 ATEXs now, which is cool. So that's all happening this week. As well as that, I've also, if you haven't been on Instagram today, I've also moved around the office downstairs to give Mel a height appropriate desk. I think we actually need to change the layout of the room and how stuff works in the office downstairs, but it will do for now, like it'll do for this week until we get a chance to sort it out properly. 3D printers are pretty much back up and running. I've got some diagnostics to run on them tomorrow, so sorry, I know I'm supposed to be printing some trays off and things like that. I will get to them this week, as well as laser cutting as well. The laser cutting is now back open. If you want me to cut you a POM plate, we can do that in-house, and you can send over your POM plate files. The forms linked on the homepage as well. So loads and loads of stuff happening this week. Keep up to date with Instagram because that's where we're going to be like pushing it through. I just want to shout out that the JO2 Blackout Edition, not this version of the JO2, but the Blackout version of the JO2 is coming very, very soon. Starting teasers are going to start on Instagram this week coming, so keep an eye out for that, as well as dates and final pricing as well. Praise be to Tink for posting a manual stream notification. It should drop an automatic one. Demotex will fix it. He'll fix it. He fixes everything. It's now canon that Gion mains a JO2. I don't think he mains it, but it's in like his office where he's got a display up. So yeah. What else have we got happening this week? I think I feel like there's a load of stuff happening this week. We had some cool stuff happen last week as well. Pexon came for a visit, and we've got some cool stuff we're cooking up there. I can't really talk about it just yet, but yeah, we've got some cool stuff coming with Pex very soon. Will you have plates PCB for the Frog TKL? Yeah, so we're going to have some PCBs in stock for pretty much all of Gion's boards. I don't know if we're going to have the Frog plates in stock, I'm afraid. But if you can get the files, we can cut them for you. What will the pen ledge be made out of in the JO2 Blackout Edition? It's going to be aluminium, but it's going to be anodized in like a matte effect, and then you're going to have the E-coat black of the case, so it's going to offset really nice. You'll see more in the pictures that Tim took later on this week. It's open again, Barton. You can click on the link on the homepage. If you go onto the homepage of the website, prototypist.net, and then scroll down until you see the plate cutting service, if you click on that, it will take you to the form to fill out for plate cutting. Any word on the ISO plates for the Freebird? As you'll see if you check the updates, where's the command for that? They are due early February. I have had no further information than that, so yeah. Yeah, it's blackout, so it's blacked out, right? That's the whole point. I don't have the prototype here with me to show you, otherwise I would do. I did a stream on it a couple of weeks ago. You can see that on YouTube. If you just search for Prototypist at YouTube, you'll be able to see that, which is pretty cool. And there'll be a load of pictures coming soon, because Tim did share some the other day. Will you have the metal pads for tuning Stabwise? I think we ordered some. I think I'll have to double check when they come in. I can't remember. Yeah, we don't have any PP available at the moment. We're waiting for that to be restocked. It is on its way, so it shouldn't be too long, maybe a couple of weeks until we're able to do that. Can you give us some hints on your PT by Pexon project? I can't. I can't. I just need to wait until I've had a couple more conversations with Pex. But he spent like half the day with us on Friday. He was supposed to come for a couple of hours, and he got here at like 11 and didn't leave until nearly 5. It was just such a good day. That's why I was working all weekend, because I had to catch up from what I missed on Friday. But it was worth it. Just ordered a dual shot from us. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, we've got tons in stock, so make the most of it.
Tasty, tasty.
Manu, hey man, good to see you. Guys, this is the owner of Eloquent Clicks, if I can get the words out, or one of the owners. Welcome, man. Thank you very much for that subscription. I appreciate that. 3 months. Wow. Bearing in mind that you're their new god, what's the chance of a PTS PC Matrix badges? I don't know. Like, it'd be quite cool to do them, but I just don't think the market's there. Like, I think you have to do like 100. I don't think there's enough people who want them. And it was quite a big meme. Was that like for those that you don't know, in the Matrix Labs Discord, they have like a channel where you can pray to the keyboard gods about whether you're going to get some luck in a raffle or whatever else it is you're looking for, and for some reason they tagged me as one of the deities and like were praying. It's very, very silly, but I decided to do a bit of a giveaway from them, so there you go. Yeah, you're the project manager. Yes, you are, Manu. You are the equivalent of Sharon for Prototypist. Yes, sorry, I apologize, I couldn't remember exactly, but yeah. Raffle sounds rigged. Which raffle sounds rigged?
Incredible.
Smoggy, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. In Jay we trust. It's very silly, but it's very fun. I really like it. I mean, the raffles aren't rigged. You can just like, they just have a prayer channel. That's all it is. Like, pray to the keyboard gods. It's quite funny. It's quite funny. Right. Okay. So next up, I've told you what things are happening. It's kind of a bit of a mess because my head's all over the place today. It's been a long day. But next on the list of things to do is to give you guys a discount code for something. So between yourselves, by placing an idea into chat, you can vote for any product we have available on the website now to have a discount until the end of the stream, or midnight-ish tonight, which is for about 4 hours from now. So if there's anything that you've been thinking about buying from the store and you haven't, put the suggestions in chat, and I'm going to talk a little bit more and show you some of the things that I've got to open up and unbox and show you. And then once I've done that, I'm going to pick one of those items that you guys suggest, and I'm going to put a discount on it so that you guys who are watching the stream get a little bit of a kickback, and you can get a discount on something that's in stock. So, put your suggestions into chat. What you would like to see a discount on. And, yeah. I'll pick one in a few minutes. Cool. Right. Okay. You guys can put that into chat. Right. I'm all out of sorts today. I feel really out of sorts. Anyway, the first thing that I had come in was something that's pretty cool. Let's flip over the camera. I had this arrive. Now, if you watched the stream a couple of weeks ago, you'll know that I got a new Neubauer case, and I needed a HHKB to put in it. So that's what this is. I found it secondhand on eBay. Well, actually, a friend found it for me and linked it to me. It was £80, which is a bargain. I haven't opened this yet. This is the first time I've opened it. We are literally just going to use it. Not for the cable I just dropped. For the sliders and domes and the PCB and plate inside. And that's it. That's all we're going to use it for. The rest of it's going to basically be trash. So if anyone wants the spare parts after we're done with it, you're welcome to it. But yeah, it was 90 quid. HHKB Professional. It sounds very plasticky. There's the details on it. So yeah, that we're going to all take apart, and we're going to take the gubbins out. So if anyone wants the case, you're welcome to it for free. Just pay postage. Reach out to me and let me know after we've done the build. That's the first thing that arrived this week. Nice and simple. I did drop the cable. I thought I had. Right. So we've got one thing out of the way. Pop this back together. Never had a HHKB before, but there've always been MX layout boards. But I'm excited for it. Let's catch up with chat first. You guys are suggesting Voynich. How are you this evening, Jay? I'm good, thanks. Lovely Switch, great choice. Autumn Rains, yeah, Autumn Rains are nice. Anything that's not switches, keycaps, or keyboards. I mean, that's kind of like what we sell, dude. Discount on GMK Deepwell. That's a sick price. Yeah, it was 90 quid. Like, I just couldn't turn it down at that price. I needed one anyway, so 90 quid. GMK Deepwell. Like, you guys have to buy these things. If you suggest them, you have to buy them, right? You want to design an actual HHKB case. Do you know, that sounds like a good idea, because I think PT should do like a proper HHKB case at some point in the future. So maybe that's something we can work on together, Josh. Right, what else did I want to show you? Oh yeah. So I did get another set in this week for the group buys, which we shipped out, which is DCS Reaper. And I really like this set. I like it so much that I bought one of every kit. I got the Nordic kit, I got the base kit, I got the novelties. Wait till you see the ISONS novelty for this and how cool it came out. Look how cool this keycap is. Look at this. Come on, focus, please, camera. There we go. Look how cool he is. Camera, please, focus. There we go. Look how cool that is. You don't need accent ISO enter when you get this. Right? These are going to be in stock this week, so watch out for them. They're DCS, which means they're good. I'm so hyped for this set and so excited by how cool it looks. I actually want to put it on the board that I'm dailying over on my main desk. So I'm going to do that now, because why not, right? Yeah, like I'm so hyped for this set. And I can't wait to share it with you guys. When's the extra going live? This week. I don't know a date yet, but watch out for announcements because I'll announce it. It's probably going to be Wednesday or Thursday. Probably Thursday, I think. If I can do it earlier, I will. Depends on when the Geonworks stuff comes in, because I only really want to do one in-stock drop a week, really. And we've already done one last week, so it'd be Wednesday or Thursday. Definitely one for the ISO macro pad. I mean, it has to go on here for me. GMK Deepwell. Okay, I'm really tempted to do you one better. And say that I'll just put, like, And guys, tell me if you disagree with this, but would you guys go and spend money on the store right now if I said I would do 10% off any in-stock GMK set? Would you guys actually go and buy stuff? If for today, for the discount, for you guys watching the stream, we did the discount on any GMK set in stock, and I did 10%, would you guys go and buy stuff? Like, if you were actually going to spend money, tell me. Because I'm not going to put the discount on if you guys are actually going to go and use it. Like, there's got to be a point for me doing this, right? 25%. 25% selling stuff at a loss, man. I can't do that. Already bought all of the GMK in stock. You ordered Metropolis R2 yesterday. Except for patisserie. Well, that sounds like an opportunity to buy patisserie then for you, doesn't it? GMK parcel and the Navy free bread. Actually, dude, that would look good. Did you buy the Navy free bread yet? You can't chip into the JO2 fund. That's understandable, man. Can't, but you would if you had monies. You'd 100% buy the Autumn Rains on sale. Dude, they're already discounted. I don't think I can discount them anymore. They're waiting for the NK discount. What NK discount? Why not Novel Keys? We won't be doing the same as what Novel Keys do. Skimson, hey man, good to see you. Nightshade looks real nice too. That is a Reaper vibe. Yeah. You have to wait for the ISO plates to come in, so not yet. Cool. NK Cherry. Oh, I can NK Cherry. I mean, we could just do it off any in-stock key set. Would that tempt you? 10% off any in-stock key set. 50% increase GMK. Oh, my wife found a job quite a while ago, Trojan. Thank you so much for asking, man. Yeah, she's been in the job a little while now. She's doing really well. She's loving it. She's actually away with work tomorrow night. So if anyone's in Bradford and wants to go out for a curry, that's what I'm doing tomorrow night. You're welcome to join me. %off GMK backlog times, dude. Their backlogs are dropping massively, like hugely. We've gone from getting 1 or 2 GMK sets a month to getting like 10 a month. It's crazy. I did do the RS6 test drive, yeah. How many subs do we need to do today to extend the 3 for 2 Deathmatch into February? If we can get 25 subs by the end of the stream, like from now, 25 additional subs between now and the end of the stream, I'll extend that until the end of the first week in Feb. You're in that there London tomorrow? Ah, sucks. 25% off DCS VOC, so Ball can run it. Have fun, Ball Boy, man. Thanks for joining the stream.
Incredible.
Wilford, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to do 10% off any in-stock key set because it's easier that way. And then you guys can decide whether you're going to buy anything or not. Because we have a lot of key sets in stock. Like, there's loads available. So there's got to be something you like. Mystery switches will come back. Yeah, they'll be back. Maybe early summer. I don't want to say when, because I don't know. But maybe early summer. Okay. Would you prefer then, guys, 10% off in-stock key sets or 10% off in-stock Deathmatch switches? 10% off in-stock switches or 10% off of in-stock key sets? Which would you prefer? Set the code up and you pin it. Thank you, dude. I will do in a minute. I just wanted people to decide what they want. Key sets? Key sets? Okay. So you're actually going to go buy something. Cool. Switches, but you'll concede for the group. Right, let me set this up. And then once we set this up, we can get these keycaps put on this board because I'm really excited to see what these look like. Right, discounts. Create a discount. Amount of products. Discount code. Okay, so the code is going to be streaming party 69, capital S, capital P. I'll put that into chat. It's not live yet, don't use it yet, but that's the code, streaming party 69. All one word, capital S, capital P. And it's going to get you 10% off of in-stock key sets. Let me do that. Nice. Yeah, I thought you might like that. Oh, wait. Specific collections, that's why. In-stock keycaps. Okay, minimum amount of items you have to buy is 1. You can only use it one time. If you have like a free shipping voucher or something else, you can use that at the same time, and that's going to finish at midnight tonight. Okay. Okay, the link might take a little bit to propagate, but basically any in-stock keycaps on this link with code streamingparty69, all one word, capital S, capital P, and you'll get 10% off any in-stock key set. That's valid until midnight tonight, so you've got like just over 3.5 hours. You'll format that a bit better. Cool, thank you. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Mice nice, yeah. Mice nice. How much GMK Dual Shot is in stock? We've got plenty. You expect it to last about a month. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. Right, let's see how good this keycap set looks when we get it on here. Right, I need the... That's the Nordic kit. I need the numpad kit. This is the numpad kit.
Incredible.
Incredible. Thank you so much, Livy Ghost, for the follow. I appreciate that.
Incredible.
I'm gonna have to show you guys this up close because the legends are really not gonna show up in this light, I don't think. But it does look really cool already. That looks pretty cool. Can't wait for the extras from Mictlan to come. Yeah, Mictlan's not going to be like a huge amount of time away. It's probably going to be early next year, I think. Like, it's going to be pretty close to the expected timeline, I think. Look how cool this set looks. Look how cool it looks. I'm hoping we've got a better 2U key for the top here, but it looks so good. But the best part's going to be when we get this bit done. Right, so novelties. Let's see what novelties we've got. Because I want to go kind of ham with these novelties. Oh yeah. Ah, this is cool. It's a Reap key. Can you guys see that? It says Reap on it. That's cool. We're going to change this for the Reap key. Where did I put my keycap? There it is. Just received a Monarchy Kiwi from last year's group buy. Super happy with it. Nice. Wait, did we only just ship that out to you? Or was it like part of another order? DCS Reaper has a separate ISO kit. It does, yeah. We have Domiki rubber extras. Yeah, everything has extras. You never need to ask if we're going to have extras. Oh man, there's some really good text novelties here. This one says Soul on it. That's so cool. Definitely going to have to use the Soul key. I think that's oh, there's like a bony hand as well. That's so cool. Okay, I think that's going to do us for the novelties. That's plenty of novelties. We don't need too many novelties. That's so cool. It is very, very cool. Where do we get these spicy AF cats? These will be in stock later on this week. New Bone Zone right there. We're going to have these in stock later on this week. This is DCS Reaper. Okay, so that's that done. Now, we've got the numpad done, and it looks cool. The next job is to pick out the UK ISO keys from the Nordic kit and pop these into place. Because we don't need all of these keys, we just need some of them. And then everything else will be in the base kit. Let's see if we can figure out what we need. There's 2 at key. I'm trying to find the keys that we're going to need here. Wait, this doesn't have like full. This isn't a full Nordic kit, is it? Okay, I'm slightly concerned that this doesn't have full UK ISO in it, unless there was UK ISO in base. Let's see how that pans out in a second. Maybe the UK ISO keys are in base. Let me have a look. Let's have a look and see. Well, we need the 7U spacebar, so let's keep that out. Extension for ISO, Jay. Looking at the group buy, it does not have an at key. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Let's. Oh, just put the spacebar in the bag. I want it in the keyboard. What am I doing? Right. Okay, so we need the large shift key in. There we go. We don't need the enter key. We don't need that control key. We will need insert. I need to check how TKL goes. I don't use the keys over there very often. Okay, we don't need that. That in a minute. I'm just going to leave the punctuation keys to one side just in case we TUVIO. Just in case we do need some of them. We'll see how that goes in a second. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. That should be backspace. Yeah, because there's no 1.25U shift in that novelties kit either. So, sorry, in the Nordic kit. Don't need the function key. There we go. Managed to get GMK Red Alert this week and just noticed it's all sold out. Yeah, it sold out earlier on today. Extension kit has the full ISO by the looks of things. Oh man, do I need to go and buy myself another kit? Did I not buy all of the kits I need? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll get as close as we can. I'm going to put one accent key in, which is that one. I'll show you that up close in a minute. There is a lot of keys in this set though. Ton of keys. Right, the only modifier I need now is the 1.25U shift. So I should be able to get rid of most of these keys until I find the 1.25U shift key. Although I do think this is going to mean me having to go and pick up another keycap set. Or the other kit, should I say. There's the shift key. Right. Let's get the arrows in as well. Right, 3. I don't know if we've got the correct 3, so we'll hold that there for the time being. So, yeah, I'm interested to see what is included in this instant. I'll figure out what I need though. Chris needs his. Nice. You always enjoy builds with an optional numpad? Yeah, well, I mean, I've had this board built for probably half a year now, and I use it daily on my other desk. So, okay, we don't need that key. We will need that though. So it was just about time for me to change some keycaps. Now I was waiting for GMK Stealth to come out, and GMK Stealth was going to adorn this, but this looks so cool as DCS Reaper. I couldn't not put this on the board. Oh wait, is that the wrong profile? Yeah. I thought this was the pipe / key for here. It's not, it's the wrong profile. This does look good though. It's really hard to sort of show you. Hopefully you guys will be able to see the legends when I hold it up to the light in a minute. Oh, I've got the wrong keycap there as well. There we go. Okay. Just about there now. Oh, it has an F13 in base as well. Right, okay. Right, how does a TKL go again? Print, scroll, and pause. Right, okay. So print, scroll, and pause. Okay, and then it's insert home and page up. I should know this by now. And then it's delete and page down. There we go. There we go. Right, okay. So it does look like we're missing some of the UK ISO keys here. We do have a 2 and a 3, but they're the wrong ones. Let me show you this up closer. How cool does this look? Look at that Reaper key. This just works so well. Let's see his bum. There you go. The set's super cool. It's so good. Right, let's see if we've got anything in here that actually works for us. John, I'm just going to get up the group by images and just see where the UK ISO keys are. Let's have a look. DCS Reaper. Group by DCS Reaper. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, come on. Right. So the base kit doesn't include UK ISO. The numpad has its own keys. That's the spacebar kit. I didn't get that. Novelty, relegibles, we've got novelties, extension. Okay, so extension is what I need to finish this off. For the 2, the 3. Oh, I've got the wrong key up here as well. I didn't even realize. There we go. The an apostrophe, the tilde and hash. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. Right, so I need to get an extension kit. Okay, I can do that. Extension kit to finish my board off with the 6 keys I need, 5 keys I need. Yay! We need to start a thing for like UK ISO being in base. Like, we just need to do that. Right, should we see if anyone's actually used the discount code as well? Oh, you want to see the bottom of the board? Did I show that a minute ago? I'll show it again. Okay, so I'll finish this off stream. I will go and get myself that accent kit. Which one was it? Sorry, extensions? Yeah, extension kit. Okay, I'll go get that after the stream, and I'll finish off the board when I do that. Cool, but that's going to look really cool. I'm super happy with it already. The set's just going to look so good. That enter key is just so cool. Here's the base. It is sparkly as well. I hope that comes across. And then here's the numpad 2. Reap. Good dual shot in your car thinking about it. 10% off, man. UK ISO in base equals based. Right? So yeah, there we go. So that's going to be my daily driving now with DCS keycaps on. I'll go and get the ISO kit so I can actually finish this off. But there's only a few keys to do. I'm super happy with how that looks. That looks so good. That looks so good. Cool. Right. Let me put this board down. Okay, I'm interested to see how many of you have actually used the code so far. I bet none of you have. I bet there's like 0 people that have used the code. I thought it'd be a cool thing to do for you guys, but I don't know. Like, I feel like if I'm going to do it, I want people to actually take advantage of it. Let's see. Discounts. Oh, not that one. Yeah, this one. Well, it says none have been used yet. Great. 0 used. Yeah. Oh no, I can see that one person's used it. Okay, one person has used it. 2 people have used it. Okay, we've had 2 people use the code. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better about doing it. Cool, cool. I just want you guys to use these codes if we do them. That's all. There we go. Right, okay. Yeah, you've seen the bottom of the board. The set is hot. The set is so cool. I can't wait to see if you guys pick it up and see it on a multitude of different boards and all that kind of stuff when it starts getting shipped out from other vendors. And B-Rob, it is DCS Reaper. It'll be in stock later on this week. DCS Reaper. Is it a Seafoam green board? This one? No, it's like it's the Matrix Labs coating. It's like it's a bit like static. It's really cool, but it's not Seafoam green. It's not green in the slightest. It's almost like a cookies and cream style finish. It's really hard to show you up close, but it's kind of like got a black fleck in it. There you go. There you go. You can see it there. Right there. That's how you can see it. It's like a white, like an off-white, a cream, with like a a textured finish to it, but it's super cool. Okay. Robot doing his shill job. 10% off any in-stock keycaps until midnight tonight if you use Streaming Party 69 at checkout at prototypist.net. There you go. Doing D&D also right now, so I'll have a browse later. Cool, man. Cool. If I hadn't picked up Red Alert base yesterday, I would have. Dude, Red Alert is so cool. I've got myself a set of Red Alert with the red numero. I have just the board to put it on, but I haven't actually got the set out of stock yet. I bought it myself yesterday, but I haven't got it out of stock yet. Usually what happens is when I buy stuff, Mel just brings it up to the office. She gets to the order, she prints it off, and she goes, and brings it up for me, bless her. Would have actually used it last night when I ordered a lot of Red Alert stuff, but too late now. Dude, sorry, these things happen. Like, this is the nature of discount codes. Like, you guys could have asked for anything. I could have put it on Switches, and you wouldn't have felt like that. Dude, it's just one of those things. The ISO Enter looks sick. It looks so good, does the ISO Enter. It'll be in stock later on this week, as I say, so you'll be able to pick it up. The other camera gave it a green tint. Yeah, I think it's more the streamlights. On this camera, it's more the streamlights. It's not green, though. It's not green. Ah, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I think it's just because the light's really bright. Now, we do have our resident camera guru, Tim, who's actually going to come up and set this out for me properly, the cameras and lights and everything else. But it's not green at all. It's definitely like a cookies and cream color. So, yeah. Yeah, Tim, as he said, he's going to come up. Ordered GMK Deepool yesterday. Never mind. It's one of those things, man. Like, it's just something fun I do during stream. Give you guys a discount code. Bought Red Alert within 2 minutes for going live. Loads of people did. Like, I think over 50% of what we had for Red Alert sold out in, like, I don't know, the first 10 minutes, something like that. It was supposed to last a month in stock. Yeah. Right, that coffee's gone cold, so I'm going to pop that to one side. Right, okay. Time to show you what we're actually going to build today. First off, we're going to use Wookiee Studio stamps because this is what I have on hand. So we've got some nice Wookiee Studio stamps. That's what we're going to use. We're going to use Gateron X Round 2. I still have another couple of bags of these to use up, so that's what we're going to use today. Never going to last. Red Alert is just too good. Well, so this is my thoughts on in-stock. When we buy extras, like okay, so the performance of a set at group buy doesn't necessarily determine the set's performance in stock, okay? Red Alert didn't sell particularly highly in group buy, certainly in the UK market. I don't know, I can't speak for other vendors. But for example, Metropolis, which has come in at the same time, we sold significantly more Metropolis at group buy than we did Red Alert. Okay, just one of the facts, that's a fact. When we decide on how many extras we're going to buy, I don't just try and look at how many we sold at group buy. I try and determine what's the market going to be like in 2 years. What are people going to be expecting in 18 months? Based on what the GMK timescales are like, or were at the time. They're much better now, and they're getting better as well. They should be less than 9 months by the end of the year, which is great. So we have to try and do like a bit of a double-edged act and kind of guesstimate what's going to happen. So sometimes I might buy 10% of what I sell in the group buy as extras because I don't think the product's going to sell in stock. You know, sometimes that happens. Like, so we'll get something, people rush to get it group buy. By the time it actually comes in, they're probably not really fussed for it, and you know, we get maybe 10% of the extras. Other product ranges, we'll get something like 100%. So if we think it sells pretty okay at group buy, and we think there's a good chance that extras are going to sell, I'll double the order. And if I sold 100 in group buy, I'll buy 200, and we'll put those in stock. Other times, I think something's going to sell really, really well, and it doesn't necessarily sell well at group buy. So Red Alert was one of these. I thought, when we've got that on hand, people are going to go nuts for it. People are just going to buy it, and that's kind of what happened. But I have to try and guess how many numbers are going to be the right amount, because I like stuff to stay in stock for like 1 to 3 months. If I'm doing my job right, I should be buying enough extras for stuff to stay in stock 1 to 3 months. If it doesn't stay in stock for 1 to 3 months, then it sells too quickly, then I haven't bought enough. That's my take on it, which is where I've messed up with Red Alert. Lesson learned. If it lasts for more than 3 months in stock, well, then I probably bought too many and we have them sat on the shelf forever. And I don't mean like the whole thing selling out. I mean like less than 20 left, right? That's where I'd like to be, less than 20 left of something. So it's a really hard balancing act. Sometimes I get it right. Like I think we've got Metropolis spot on. I think we've got DualShock spot on. I think they will last 1 to 3 months in stock. I think I've got the numbers pretty good for those. Red Alert, I messed up and I didn't get enough. Something like there's another set that's really cool we've got in stock, which is the Retro Lights, which is kind of like OG beige with UK ISO in base and like some bright coloured accent keys. And I messed up and I bought too many of them because it's just not selling. So it's a really hard balancing act. I'm never going to get every single product right. I think I get about 95% of the products we buy into that 1 to 3 month range. That's kind of where I aim to be, and probably I guesstimate about 95% of the sets that we buy or products that we buy in stock, they do last for that period of time, unless it's something that we're going to constantly restock, like certain switches and things. I'm not too fussed for that kind of stuff because we can restock it quite quick, like alpacas. But yeah, for the key set stuff, I aim for 1 to 3 months. So there we go. But you got a lot of Voynich, Stella set. Yeah, we have plenty of Voynich in stock. Yeah. So yeah, that's my thoughts anyway. How popular was Metropolis R2? I think it looks amazing with the Turnpike kit. Metropolis looks great. Everyone's sleeping on the Midnight set. Like, the Midnight set is the best element of Metropolis because as soon as you put the accents with that, it looks so good. But everyone sleeps on the Midnight kit. Maybe that's what you want to buy tonight. Already had Metropolis R1, but didn't realize I'd bought the R2 Midnight kit until going on delivery. There you go, man. There you go. Yeah, you're one of the good ones with the Midnight kit because that's the best kit. Retro Lights is definitely worth a purchase if no one has it. Retro Lights is so cool. Like, we have sold a lot of it, but we have a lot left because I thought it was going to sell stupidly good and I just made the numbers wrong. But yeah, it's one of those things. Midnight set is so good. It is. Canon Keys 9009 Dark's good as well. Yeah. You'll continue sleeping on it? Nice. I wish I'd have got Midnight and not base. Yeah, just buy the Midnight set, right? Definitely feels like we're in a beige renaissance, which would explain Red Alert being snapped up. Well, say that what you will about Milky Way Retro Lights. It's a great set. I have it on a JO2, but it's just not selling like some of the other things are. Beige gang. Need money for the upcoming boards. When will PT ship out Metropolis pre-orders? They've already shipped True Blaze. So the only things that haven't shipped is if anyone ordered any products that we haven't got. But the updates are on Notion, so if you want to see on Notion, you can do. If you ordered with other stuff, it might be because we're waiting for other stuff that we don't have yet. But yeah, pretty much every order from Metropolis is shipped. I think we've got like maybe 5 customers who ordered across group buys that they shouldn't have done. But yeah, there's very little that hasn't shipped from Metropolis that was in group buy or pre-order. Let me have a look. I'll tell you how many orders we've got. So from the group buy, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 orders that couldn't ship. And most of those are because they ordered across multiple group buys. Yeah. So I'd suggest if you haven't had tracking, you're one of those people who did something you weren't supposed to. Yeah. Oh, actually, there's one there that could have gone that hasn't gone yet. I don't know why that hasn't gone. I'd have to look at the order. I've just got a list of the orders up. That one's got stuff in it. That one should go. Oh, there's a couple here that have no reason why they haven't gone. I don't know. I'll figure them out. Let me print those off for later on, just to double check them. Yeah, there's a few that could go out, I think, but it might be that customers have got holiday holds or something on them. I can't check right now. But yeah, it looks like most of the orders, like of the 11 or so orders that we had outstanding, 9 of them have other things in their order, so we can't ship them yet. I'm still waiting Deep Well and Dual Shot, but it's due to the artisans. Yeah, that happens, man. Sometimes it happens. I didn't just place an order. Dude, Josh. Go tell Mel about your staff discount. Cool. Right, okay. Right, where are we at? Yeah, gonna build the JBRIS 75, right? So we have the prototype for this. It says unfulfilled in PT order list. Yeah, so you probably got something on your order that we don't have yet. That's probably why it's not gone out. Or it's something that we haven't been able to ship yet.
Tasty, tasty.
Alex Otos, man, thank you so much for joining. I hope your stream was good. Welcome to the chat, guys. 439 of you. Welcome, welcome. Alex, dude, that means the world to me. Thank you so much.
Incredible.
Thank you so much. Today we're actually building a JRIS 75 prototype. I haven't even opened this up. I haven't even looked at it yet. So you guys are going to see this with me in a few minutes because I haven't actually opened this up yet. But thank you so much, guys, for the follows and everything else. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Is there any budget-friendly ISO TKL keep? There will be soon. We're going to have the Freebird in stock for the ISO. We've got it in stock for ANSI right now, but not for the ISO yet. But we will have it soon. Look at all these follows. Thank you, guys. Just so you guys know as well, whilst I'm streaming, we usually do like a giveaway code or like a discount code for the website, prototypist.net. If any of you are watching and are looking to pick up a key set, anything at prototypist.net is 10% off with the code streamingparty69, all one word, capital S, capital P. Robert Mikey has actually popped that in chat, and it's pinned in the chat as well. So if you want to take advantage of the discount on our store at the minute, prototypist.net, we've got a ton of in-stock GMK, dual shot, and everything else. You can get 10% off just because I'm streaming. So if you want to take advantage of that, feel free. Prototype is best vendor for real. Thank you, man. Thank you. That means the world to me and the team. Thank you. What keep am I on right now? Up left there. This is one of my JO2s. We're actually going to bring the JO2 back very, very soon. This is one of the original prototypes, but we're going to have the blackout edition, which is going to, instead of copper, it's going to have a black middle and black pen rail as well. That's going to be live and for sale in a pre-order towards the end of the first week, second week in Feb. Any secret group buys in February? Yeah, the JO2 blackout, which I've just told you about. US shipping? Yeah, we ship all over the world. We ship anywhere in the world. He said streaming party 69 with a straight face to 400 views. Yeah, man. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the 69th code that we've done. They just go up by one, I think. Show off the Fig mount, boss. The FIG mount. What do you want about, Robot? I don't know what you're talking about. When are what Geon tools are coming? I don't have a list in my head right now, but they'll be in stock this week. So we're expecting a big package from Geon Works. Half of it came on Friday, half of it should come tomorrow. Then we'll go through it. But we've got lube brushes, tools, stands, Nixie switches, tons of stuff coming in stock. Alex looks like Coraline's dad. Incredible. Alex is cute, man. Like, he's really cute. I'll send it back this week, Jay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tim. I can't wait to get the JO2 blackout again. You all got the dual shot M60 in stock? No, we haven't actually received those from Rama yet. So Rama has not finished production of them as far as I'm aware. I think Dixie's still waiting for his. Sorry, Omnitype's still waiting for his. Garrett Omnitype's still waiting for his. I spoke to him the other day about it, and I know Blotsky's still waiting for his. I hear they're going to ship very soon, but we don't have the dual shot M60. We do have the Metropolis M60 in stock, though. They're in stock right now. It's not cold. I don't know what you mean by FIG. What are you on about? The gasket of the JO2. Oh, I don't have it to hand. I can't show that because I don't have it. Like the I don't know why you're calling it Fig, but the gasket is with Tim because the board's with Tim. That's where the prototype is. Geon Tools proxy. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna have all sorts of stuff in. My keyboard is also waiting on the RAM. Yeah, I couldn't give like a list of vendors. I know a lot of vendors are waiting for them. I don't think any of the vendors got them actually. But yeah, my keyboard didn't message in the chat when we talked about it the other day. I didn't see the message, but yeah, it makes sense.
Incredible.
In your website, the Freebird TKL ISO FR4 wing keyless is also £187.5. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Can't wait for the JO2 pre-order. Yeah, it's going to be just about 10 days away. Thank you so much for all these follows, guys. It's not stopped. It is incredible. It's not fully integrated. It's just a wraparound. Wait, what? I don't know what you're talking about now. You guys are confused.
Incredible.
Rama Norse keycaps, so it should be waiting. I think we've got about £100,000 worth of stock waiting from with Rama. In fact, actually, that's probably not true anymore. At one point, we had about £100,000 worth of orders with Rama.
Incredible.
But I think that's dropped down quite significantly now, as we've been starting to get things through. JRIS 65s, we haven't received them yet, no, but they are on the way, I believe.
Incredible.
Although you have a JO2 grey board, I'm going to get the SPC one. Yeah, the SPC one's secret. You're not supposed to tell people about that. That's subs only. But yeah, there will be a subs only version of the JO2.
Incredible.
Hey Jay, it's always great to see you streaming. Your stream is quite relaxing. Thanks, man. I just enjoy doing it, and I'm glad that you guys are here and following. Thank you so much for being here. Oh dear, sorry. Yeah, the Blackout edition is a public one. The subs only one's different. It's pink. But yeah, cool. Right, let's get the JRIS up, and I'll show you guys what we've got. Okay, so flicking over to the camera, we have got Gateron X Round 1 switches and Wookiee Studio stabs because that's what I had to hand. Unless this comes with stabs, I don't know if it does. I haven't opened it yet. We have two things that came in the box. We have this tube, which has, what does this have in it? So we have either feet or bump ons, can't tell yet, we'll see. Some gaskets, I think they're like little tadpoles. Two screwdriver bits, that's cool. Some screwdriver bits, not that we'll need them, but we have those. Send Jay so if you want to know more about this SPC. Keycap puller and switch puller. All in one tool. This is actually identical to the one I use. So this is the one that I use day in, day out, just for keycaps. I have a better switch puller. But this one's just JRIS branded, but it's literally the same one. They must have found the same provider. And we have a cable with a coil, which is pretty cool. That's nice. The coil's pretty nice. USB-C to A. Nice. Oh, cool. We actually have, as well, the screwdriver handle for the screwdriver bits that we saw. So it comes with the whole tool. So you just pop the bits in. They'll be magnetic as well. That's cool. I don't know if this is supposed to be pronounced JRIS or Iris, but let's call it Iris actually. I think that's probably better because this is an Iris logo. Metal keycap. This is nice. PVD metal keycap that came in there as well with the Iris logo on it. How cool is that? We've got a bit of dirt on the side. So it's PVD black.
Incredible.
That's so cool. This actually looks like it's cast rather than it's milled. It's impossible to show you guys on camera, but on the inside there, those look like casting marks, not milled marks. Usually metal keycaps are milled, but this looks like it's cast. So by that I mean they have a mold and they pour molten metal into the mold to make the keycap rather than milling it, which is kind of interesting because that's not how this usually works. But this looks cast. It's definitely metal though. JRIS was to avoid the trademark of Iris by Kibio. Gotcha. Gotcha. What have we got here? So here we've got a connector cable. Little ribbon cable. Got a small pack of screws and a little light gasket. We have got a board with LEDs on it. We've got a badge logo. That looks like it's injection molded plastic in there, so that's probably going to be shine through. Yeah. And we have washers for stabilizers. That's cool. Loads of little bits in there. Cool. Okay. Right, let's put this bit away. Iris is a split keyboard from Kibio. Yeah, do you know what? I think I actually have one of those. I think I do have one of those. I can't actually say what SPC stands for on stream. It's not actually rude. It doesn't have its name in anything rude, but it sounds rude when I say what it is, so I can't say what it is. If you want to know what the SPC is, you'll have to sub to find out. That's all I can say. Cool. So we've got all the little bits that we could possibly need to put this together. And then we get this. So it's got the Iris Lab, JRIS Lab, whatever you want to call it, logo emblazoned on the case. This is a hard carry case. It's pretty cool. And let's see what we've got in here. So we have a plate. That's FR4.
Incredible.
Suskull, thank you so much for the follow. We have a ton of foams. We'll probably just use the under switch foam, I think, like the under the PCB foam, rather than the one between the PCB and plate. I don't tend to like those kind of plates. And we have the PCB as well. It is hot swap, which means that this build's going to be nice and quick. So yeah, there we go. So let's have a look what we've got support for. We do have support for ISO enter and ANSI enter here. Wait, do we? Hold on. So we've just got ISO enter actually. Doesn't have a stabilizer position for ANSI, does it? No. Yeah, so there we go. But this is a pretty good looking PCB. Plateless hop swap. We'll see. We'll see. Left shift, it looks like we have to do... Oh no, we can do split left shift. That's actually pretty cool, but it does switch the... So it does do split left shift, but the switch positions are actually switched around, so we have to have north-facing switches for those two keys, but that's okay. We can cope with that for the sake of ISO. We can cope with that. Does the same trick as well for spacebar, depending on which version of the spacebar you want to use. 7U or 6.25, it switches a switch upside down. That's cool. We can get around that. It's a good looking PCB. I like it. Okay, what else have we got in here? Oh wow, they've sent me a pink board. That's cool. Oh, this is pretty cool actually. Ponk. Oh, it's kind of like a purplish pink. The camera's not going to pick that colour at all, actually. It's a little bit more pink than what it looks like in the camera. That's super cool. This is really chunky. And of course, it's got the chroma weight on there.
Incredible.
We'll take this off at the very end. But yeah, that's pretty cool. It's already got the daughter board installed. I like that. It's a good touch. And of course, it has... He says, there we go. So the case actually connects with these door clamps. There's like a clamp in here. And that connects into these ball bearing clamps here, which is pretty cool. So basically, it just pushes down and clicks into place. And you've got 4 of them. You line it up, and then you just click it into place. That's pretty cool. Looks like the Corsair. Yeah. I think that's going to be quite tough to pull off actually when it's built. It does have these alignment pins on the side as well. It has these alignment pins just here. Just so you can't go wrong, I think. That's pretty cool. And I think if you want to, you can actually screw it as well. No, I'm wrong. You can't. But it looked like there was another alignment pin for screws here. Just there. But there isn't. Weight screws in from the inside. The brass piece as well. This is really hefty. It's really chunky. Cable's nicely routed. Daughter board's in place. The only slight snag about the daughter board is the fact that it's custom. But I can understand why when they've got multiple connectors. But it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. This colour's so cool. It's a little bit more pink. Like if you look in the face cam, that's probably a better aspect ratio for the better colour ratio. That's slightly pink. You guys see that? Slightly pink. There. That's the colour. It's really nice. Can you loosen the ball joints to make disassembly easier? Yeah, they are adjustable. So if you look just there, there is a little screw. If the camera focuses, there you go. So you can adjust the ball joints if you need to. If it's too tight, you can loosen them off a little bit. I think this is actually all right for me. We'll leave it as it is, as it comes. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So you can loosen all of those off if you need to. They're basically what you put on cabinets, kitchen cupboard doors to shut them. So they're pretty cheap and nice and easy to use. But yeah, they're pretty cool. Cool. Okay, so we can pop this to one side and we can carry on with the rest of the build.
Incredible.
Thank you again for the follow. I appreciate that. SPC rockets everywhere. Nice. Let's put the feet in before we go any further. I'm conscious that I want to put the feet in. This is not pink. This is pink. It's kind of like a pink. Can't wait to hit your head in it. Dude, please don't do that. It's ungreen. I actually picked a load of keycap sets today, not knowing what colour this board was. So, one of the issues we might have is that I might not have a keycap set that actually matches this board nicely enough to use. We'll see how that goes in a few minutes. Yeah, I've seen that new daughterboard. Yeah. Oh, do you know what? I'm not going to peel that off yet. I'm going to leave that on to protect the chroma weight, and we'll do the remaining feet at the end of the build. The thing with any new daughterboard design is that before something becomes a standard, it has to become adopted. So it's like generating adoption. I think that'll be the challenge that the new daughterboard has. You know what would have looked good on this board? DCS Reaper. Reaper would have looked good, yeah, but I've put it on the other one. Okay, so where are we going to start here? Should we put the plate in as well? Yeah, let's do a plate build. Let's do a full plate build. Because you can do this plateless if you want, but I want to put the plate in. I also want to put the bottom foam in as well, the under PCB foam, but I don't want to put any of the other foams in. So let me grab that foam now. There we go. So this is the foam that sits underneath the PCB, and that drops into the case just there. We'll sort that out after. It does have a PE sheet as well, but again, I'm not too fussed for that. There is a lot of flex cuts, yeah. The flex cuts are both in the PCB, and they're also in the plate as well. Like it's like if you look at the plate, like there's almost nothing to the plate. Like it's just very, very flexible all over. Like almost everything's cut out. But yeah, I think that's going to be fine. Probably put the plate on the right way around. Look, there we go. Okay, right, stabilizer time. It did not come with any stabilizers, so I'm glad we have our own stabilizers. Right, let's go with, what do we need? We need a backspace, we need an ISO enter, and we need a spacebar. That should be it. There we go, that should be everything we need. And some washers as well. Has DCS Reaper started shipping? Yeah, we shipped out all orders today. Labels obviously won't actually come out until tomorrow, but yeah, I packed all of the orders today. So it'll ship tomorrow basically. If you ordered through us, that is. I can't speak for any other vendors. How thick is the PCB? I think it's 1.2 millimeters. These are 1.2 millimeter steps. Is the J series 40% on the table? I'm not sure the market's there for it anymore. A few years ago, I would have loved to have done one, and I may do like a really small run, but at a stupidly high price, like 10 units or something. Because we do have a pretty good solid design idea for the J04, which is what the 40% was going to be. But my gut feel is that the market isn't there for it right now. We'll see when we get right around to it. Like, there's a couple of other projects I want to start to prototype towards the end of Q1 this year, because I want to get the J02 group buy, well, pre-order underway, which is going to start next week or the week after. More news very, very soon. And then we're redoing the J01, and then once we've done those, I think we'll start to look at other opportunities. There is a 1800 CP style layout called the J03, and then there's the J04 as well. So we'll see where we get to. I'm not saying definitely no, but I'm saying it's unlikely. And just keep tuning in if you're interested in that, and we'll see if we can do something. Extras for DCS Reaper avail? Yeah, they'll be available later on this week. Once I've got all of the group buy orders out, that's when we'll put extras up. Yeah, I know we'll prototype the J03. I can't say for sure that we'll actually definitely produce it. It really depends on whether the actual market's there for it or not. Like anything, I would love to make every board I could in every layout possible. But if people aren't going to buy them, there's just no point in doing it. So we'll probably prototype it and see how it goes. But beyond that, I can't really promise anything. Oh no. Oh no. That was not good. I just dropped. Let's get another one. I dropped it in the pot of lube. What's the spinning metal ball tray called? It's a play tray from JJW, from Justin. It went for a swim indeed, it did. Oh, I can't find another one now. Come on, I don't want to take this out again. Suffering from success? Wait, what's suffering from success? There we go. How cool is that? They're so cool. Too much lube. Right, okay. So we've got our inserts done. Again, when you're lubing stabilizers, guys, remember more lube is better than... less lube is better than more lube. It's easy to add more lube later on than it is to take it away. So don't go too nuts. Just a nice even coat should do you. This is 205 grade 2, so it's nice and thick. It's not the cheat code that is Bead Easy. More is always better because it's never enough. That sounds like you're doing something wrong, man. One ISO upside down as a 6 next to the other and the right way around as a 9. Perfect macro pad. Yeah, I've seen that done a few times. People have 3D printed them. I'm not sure it's something we'll ever produce though. Okay. Imagine being a cat for a brief moment. That's exactly what that's like. It's so addictive. Like, it's been on my desk ever since I got it, and well, ever since we stocked them. I think we still have a couple of the plain grey ones without the logo engraved in the middle. Yeah, we're not doing that J series macro pad. No. That's it. It just looks wrong, Josh. It just looks wrong. It's like a one key ISO enter with a pen rail. It's just wrong. Okay. If we do the JO3, I don't see the need to do a numpad because that like gives you the numpad. And we couldn't make it in a way where it would match the 60% and like the JO1 and anything else that we did, just due to the different layouts and like the widths of the board and stuff. So we couldn't do a universal one without it being different in some way to all of the boards.
Tasty, tasty.
Tasty, tasty, Jenga. Thank you so much for the subscription, man. Welcome to the SPC. You need 4 to 6 ISO enters for it to be long enough for a pen. Well, pen rail doesn't have to be used for a pen, right? Like, it just doesn't have to be. You can use it for other things. You could rest some screws there, or a mini screwdriver, or some artisan keycaps, or some stem tweezers, or your glasses. There's 1,000 things you could put on it. A hot dog, yeah, the hot dog sounds good. Some sweeties, like candy. Some letter tiles, yeah, like Scrabble. A spaceship, yeah. If you have a small spaceship, you could absolutely do that. Have you got a small spaceship, Tim? You could try it on the JO2. don't know how I said that with a straight face a minute ago. Okay. I mean, you could clean it if you sent it back. Yeah, that's fine. Explain my 40% boards. I have a few 40%s. I actually have less now than I used to do. As I sold some. I don't travel as much for work anymore, obviously, because now I work from here at the PT workshop. So I find that I don't need a 40% as much as I used to. Okay, that should be good for our stabilizers. Right, let's get the stabilizers put into the PCB. Man, this is a thin PCB. This might even be a 1mm thick PCB, you know. I don't have any calipers with me on hand to try and measure it, but it might just be. Going to use the washers now. We just need 6 washers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Using 40% by itself is considered as work. Do you know what? I didn't used to find a 40% difficult to get used to. I used to use them quite often, so perhaps that was it. I still have an Alex 40. I really like that board. That's just a cool board all round. Remember, guys, when you're putting the screws in for your stabilizers, you're only just trying to have them grab hold of the PCB. You don't want to be trying to crush the PCB, especially when it's a thin one like this. Kyria for work. Yeah, I don't know if I could ever use a split for work. I could use it at home for like doing a few emails each week and stuff like that, but I'm not sure I could do it for actual work. Like writing like a technical document or something. I'm not sure I could do that. The discount code is only for in-stock key sets, not artisans. Artisans are a different product. Remember, guys, while we're streaming, we will always have a discount code available for you to use. And today it's Streaming Party 69, capital S, capital P, and that gives you 10% off all in-stock key sets at prototypist.net. And we've got, I think we've got about 100 key sets in stock right now. Like different key sets. Like actual key sets in total, we've probably got thousands, but like, as individual key sets, so there's probably a good 100. Or beginning on for it now. Okay, there we go. That is our stabilizers installed. Now it's time to pop some switches in the board. Let's see if we can get these stabilizers lined up. Remember, guys, when you're putting in hot swap PCBs, always try and support the switch as you're pushing it into the plate and PCB assembly. A, it'll help you not bend pins, and B, it'll help make sure you don't break any of the connections on the back of the PCB. Looking at Deepwell, it looks so cool. I just don't know if I need to buy another set. I have to buy another board for it. Well, who knows? Next week we might have a discount on boards. So if you buy the key set in advance, you'll be ready for when we do a discount on stream for keyboards, right? Okay, man, this PCB is so flexible. Oh wow, we're gonna actually have to. So what's happening here is the switches, the plate's so flexible the switches don't actually want to clip in. So we're gonna have to just pop the plate up a little bit as we push the switches in, just to make sure that it's not dropping. There we go. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is a very, very flexible plate. If you guys like a soft typing experience, this board might be for you. I feel like this might be a little bit too soft for me, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm literally having to lift the plate into the switch clips after pushing it into the hot swap socket. Okay. Oh man, let's put the other ones out. Okay, this is a little bit fiddlier than I'd like, but I'm sure we'll get there. Did you order a lot of GMK Botanical sets? We'll have plenty. I always aim to have enough to last 1 to 3 months in stock, so I don't actually release numbers, because whenever I tell anyone how many I've ordered of something, I get one of two complaints. I get a complaint that says, oh, you didn't order enough, you should have ordered more, which isn't really on the public to decide, because it's like up to me how many things I order. But then at the same time, if I say I ordered X and they say, oh, you ordered too many, why did you order that many? That's now going to devalue my set on the aftermarket. So I just don't release numbers because, well, I feel like someone's always going to hold it against me, whatever number I ordered. And I don't necessarily want that anymore, so. Oh man. Yeah, I really, really do need a plate fork for this. Okay, we are getting there slowly but surely. Let's get this top row done. So many cuts in the plate though. I think the mods should work quite well because the mods are all nice and firm. Okay, switch has got to go upside down here for stepped caps lock, but that's okay. And then we've got to put the switches upside down for split left shift, which again, that's not too bad. That should be okay. Okay, let's try and get these mods at this side done. Just try and support the plate as much as we can. Give it as little wiggle room as possible. No plate fork. I don't actually have one to hand. No, I do have a couple, but I just don't have one to hand at the minute. A lot of my tools still haven't been unpacked since we moved workshops a couple of months ago, but I'll get around to it eventually. Speaking of devaluing sets, hey Adam, thank you for me. Thank you for being here, dude. I appreciate it. That's full caps. Oh, it is. You're right. Good spot. Good spot. Yeah, switch color. Why did I put that in? That way. Step caps. Yes. Good spot, good sir. Thank you for pointing that out. I would have missed that and then complained. And then kicked myself when everyone told me. You passed the you did pass the test. Well done, guys. You so passed that test. Okay. ISO enter in place. Now this is kind of funky. The switch next to ISO enter also has to go in sideways like this. So east facing. Just so they could get all the hot swap sockets in place. It's kind of funny. Okay. Right, we've got all of the easy ones in now, I think. Let's see if we can just pull this bit there. There we go. That can only go in one place, so it's going to have to go there. Okay, I think we just bent the pen. Let's have a look. Oh no, we didn't. Cool, right, okay. Now we've just got the difficult switches to do. Okay, that's the bottom row all done. Now I'm just going to try and hold up the plate using my little pry bar. I'll just pop the rest of the switches in. People on the SPC crazy. They knew I was building an NC board by looking at the solid joints from pick of the backside of the PCB. Yeah, easy to tell. Easy to tell. Okay, I could do with something a little bit finer. Maybe if I pop this in. Just trying to figure out a way to use this as a plate fork almost. Yeah, it's not going to work. Okay, I think we're just going to have to basically put each switch in and then pry up the plate around it. It's going to be painful, but we'll get there. Order some Chinese and ask for chopsticks. Yeah, I've already had my dinner tonight, so I'm not ordering Chinese to the workshop. But it's a good idea. It is a good idea. We might have some chopsticks downstairs, actually. We order from a great noodle place quite often here at the workshop when we're working late nights sometimes. Mel and I both quite like a bit of noodle goodness. Okay, bottom row done. Well, shift row done. There we go. Next row. What plate are we using? This is the plate that comes with the board, or it certainly came with this prototype. This is an FR4 plate, but it's got a ton of flex cuts in it. So there's a flex cut basically 3/4 of the way around every single switch. It's hard to see, but you can kind of see that each, like if I can pop this through, you can see like that. That's a gap there in the plate. So this bit in the middle here is a gap. So there's a gap three directions around the plate, around each switch. So it does mean, apart from the mods, so it does mean it's quite flexible. But it is FR4, yeah. Well, we won't know until we built it. We'll know how it sounds once we built it. The board itself is pretty cool. I do like how the board connects with the cupboard door mechanisms. That's pretty cool. I know we've seen it in other boards like the Matrix board, the Corsa. Incredible. Thank you so much for the follow. When's the group buy for the JRIS 75? I'm not sure yet. I know we'll be running it, but I don't know when it will be. I don't have a date yet for it. But it shouldn't be too far away. The board itself looks great.
Incredible.
Well, thank you guys for the follow so much for these. Same flex cuts as on the Mr. Suit, and it's absolutely horrible. Yeah, I've not built a Mr. Suit for a long time. But yeah. Whoops. I should have just gone and got a plate fork. But hey, we live and learn, right? I feel like a dentist going in between your teeth with that little tool. That horrible little tool that they use in between your teeth. Okay, there we go. I know this is hot swap, but I don't think I'd be building it a second time. This is a little bit frustrating already. But it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. It's no slower than soldering, really. If we had to solder this as well, that'd be another job. But we don't, so it's good. Right, we've just got a few more switches to go, and then we can put the board together. Foam is the devil's work. Maybe. Sometimes. I think it depends. Foam can be a crutch, but it can also be like a condiment. Like it can be something that absolutely improves something in a good way, but it can also be a crutch that you can lean on too much. Like it's like salt. Foam is the salt of the keyboard world. If you need that umami flavor, it can be great, but any more than just a pinch might be too much. Okay, there we go. The plate and PCB assembly is now all done. Everything's looking good, nice, neat, even, pressed together properly, no gaps. Let's get this in the case. So let's pop this foam in first. Oh, there's two pieces of foam here actually. Let's pop them both in. I hope if I got it aligned correctly. It's looking good. Okay. I think we gotta just need one actually, because that does fit nicely. So let's just put the one in. Right. Next thing we need to do is pop the little rubber grommets in. These are the gaskets. A one-off, a random one-off DCS deadbeats lying about. I have my personal set of DCS deadbeats that I haven't used on anything yet. So these are little tadpole type grommets for the gasket mount, and they just go on each of these tabs.
Incredible.
Just like so. So we're just going to fit these. These are really soft. These are very, very soft. These almost feel like a Poron type material. So toxic. The color of the case. Yeah, it's a little bit more pink than it looks in that light there. The bright stream lights are making it look a little bit more purplish than it is really, but it's kind of like a pinkish purple. Okay, just there with the gaskets now. Cool. Your coughs are toxic at the minute. Dude, I'm sorry you're not well. I hope you feel better soon, man. Right, okay. That's that done. I think we've already put a switch into the top corner, so we're not going to use the badge today, because I think we can use a badge here if we want to. But we've already put a switch there, I think. Yeah, we've already put a switch there. So, let me just see how that would work. So we have the badge here. That would go into the top case. That makes sense. Let's see how this would work. Okay, then you have like a little light bleed gasket that plugs around it and some screws. So where does this screw in? Ah, okay, I see. So let's take this off. Okay. So if we wanted to put the LEDs in this corner, I think it all screws to the top case. I see how it works. Yeah, it all screws to the top case and there's a ribbon cable that connects it. Do you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's take this switch out and absolutely use that. I'm quite hyped to use that. Cool. Right. Okay. So just changing how we're going to build the board right at the last second. Let's pop this foam into the bottom of the case because that only fits in one spot. That cable we're going to use for the daughter board. Whoops. There we go. Let's connect that now, actually. Come on. Okay, cool. There we go. Foam underneath. That's all plugged in and available and good to go. Right, okay, so where does the ribbon cable plug in? Did I miss that on the PCB actually? Is that something I need to check? Oh, I see. So there's a ribbon cable that needs to plug in into here as well. Wait. Where does this ribbon cable plug into? Curious and curious. So there is this little daughter board here, and this is for the LED light bubble in the corner, which we're going to pop in place. That's in place. We've got some little screws for it as well. Oh gosh, that wasn't sealed. That did not go to plan. Okay. Okay, let's see what else we've got in here. There we go. Okay, so we need two screws for this, which are these ones. Okay, so we've got two little tiny Phillips screws that are just going to hold this badge in place. There we go. Just like so. That's going to hold the badge in. It's looking pretty good. Then we have this little rubber adhesive gasket that needs to sit on top of that. And this is to prevent light bleed, I assume. So we're just going to peel off the backing for that. And then we're just going to pop that. Just into place there. There we go. And then we do have 4 little washers that need to sit over the screw holes here. So I'm just going to pop these into place. And then we're going to pop that in place. Then we've got 4 more screws. Oh, we put this in upside down. There we go. There we go. That's one in. And 2. And 3. And then the last one. There we go. Cool. So that's all of that in place. There we go. So I've got the LED and everything else screwed in. Then need to plug in this cable. Let's pop this in place. Okay, it does not want to go in. Come on. Wait, let's have a look at this. Or maybe it goes in the other way, actually. Maybe it goes in the other way around. This does not want to grab on hold of this. Okay, I can't get this to go in the slot. Okay, it definitely goes in this way around. But it just seems to want to push it out. This just does not want to go in. Fiddly things, those flexible ribbon cables. They're super fiddly. Let's see if we can put it in with tweezers. Hold on. I'm going to have to turn the board around for this. I'm actually not sure which way around this goes, whether it goes in upside down or facing up. Yeah, it just does not want to grab hold. Man, that does not want to hold in place. Hey DMSX, did you build a JRIS 65 or is the first prototype from them? This is the first one that I've had from them personally. I know they've had others that they've shipped out to other people. I'm not actually sure where this even plugs into anyway. Let's have a look. See where it actually connects to. Because it has to connect to somewhere. Now I did think it was going to be to this, but that's a completely different connection. And I don't think I see anywhere on the PCB for this to connect to. Ah, there it is. It's right there. Let's take this connection out. Let's see if we can get it into the PCB first. This is very, very fiddly. Okay. The connector is actually broken on this. That's not good. But the connector has actually snapped off. Camera's not going to focus, but the connector is actually snapped off. That's not good.
Tasty, tasty.
And now I can't do anything with this. Okay, so I did want to use that. I guess we're not going to, and I guess we are going to put a switch in there. So, oh well, rip light pipe. That's something that needs to be addressed and made a little bit easier before the group buy. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's quickly take out this contraption here because we can't use it anymore because I have damaged the connector. That's so frustrating. That's really, really frustrating. It just needs to be like a plug-in connector, not a ribbon cable, I think. That's so frustrating. Like, I get why people want to use ribbon connectors because they're small and they don't really take up much space, and I get all of that. But at the same time, like, it needs to be something that's reusable, secure, works well, and I'm not sure that that did. But that's okay because it's still buildable. There we go. So sadly, we can't use the little light badge. I'll see if we can get a replacement little clip from them. We'll see how that goes. Right, okay. So, plate and PCB assembly. Let's get this into the case. That's all looking good there. And then we're going to pop the foam on. Just like so. Oh, if I had this in the right orientation. And then we're going to pop it right next to the case. We're going to connect our JST cable. If I have enough room here. Let me just shorten the length of the cable here. Come on, see, I'm complaining about ribbon connectors, I can't even connect this one now. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to flip that over. In fact, actually, we're going to have to lay it in the bottom, aren't we? But okay, that's fine. I thought we might have been able to just flip it over. We can't, it doesn't quite reach. So I'm just going to lay down the foam just underneath here. Just make sure it's in the bottom of the case as it should be, where it needs to sit. make sure that the cable's all tucked in place. I know I can't show you guys this, but you can trust me, it's happening. There we go. That all sits nice and neatly. Then we can pop the top case on. And then this is the cool bit. This is where we see those connectors. This is the kind of like kitchen cupboard clip connectors. They use ball sockets. That's the board all assembled. There we go. Right, let's put the rest of the feet on and take a look at this chroma weight properly. Nice. I did put the feet to one side, didn't I? There we go. I knew I put them to one side.
Incredible.
I haven't quite got this one in the right spot. Come on. There we go. There we go. So that's the chroma weight. Look how cool that is. Purple chroma. Hey guys. Streamer. That looks super cool. And then there is the board. It's slightly more pink than it looks. I promise you it is slightly more pink. Okay. Will PT have more GMK pre-orders going up soon? Yeah, at some point we will do. Yeah. We're trying to work on keeping stuff in stock rather than pre-orders at the minute, but yeah, absolutely. The ribbon challenge, yeah, 100%. That was difficult. Right, okay. Before we go any further, though, it's time to test the keyboard. So let's get up Switch Hitter and just make sure everything's working as it should be. Okay, so the ISO layout is what we're using, so that should, in theory, work for us. Let's pop the cable in. This is where I can't see. There we go. Okay, so escape's working. All working there. That works too. All working there. Looking good so far. Caps lock 2. Nice. Okay, that is working. It's just hitting the wrong key. That's fine. We can fix that later in software. Cool. I think that's not working, but I think that's going to be the macro key. So I think that's going to be fine. I think there's just nothing set on macros. That's cool. I'll try to get something else to do something different. Okay, yeah, so space works. That holding that down doesn't, so that is definitely a macro key. There we go. So, cool. Everything is looking good there. Keyboard works. Excellent news. Let's get this J2 plug back in. Is that a software that works better with European layouts? Yeah, so Switch Hitter, you can actually make your own custom layouts for it. Someone was kind enough to make me a ton of different layouts for it, but yeah, you can basically make a UK ISO layout on it, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Right, next job is for you guys to pick some keycaps for this pinkish board. It does have a slight hint of pink to it. It's kind of like a pinkish purple. So you guys need to pick some keycaps from it, from the ones I have to one side. So, oh boy, this is going to be bad. Oh boy, I haven't picked any keycaps that actually match this board because I didn't know what color it was when I picked the keycaps. I'm hoping that one of the mods is around ready to do this. Having some trouble with the poll widget. So the keycap sets that I've put together are GMK Calm Depths, GMK Lux, It's called Switch Hitter. GMK Skydolch. Oh no. None of these are actually going to suit this keyboard at all. GMK Modo Light. Those are the 4 choices. One of the mods will have the poll up in a second. Those are the 4 choices today. I'm not sure any of them actually match the keyboard particularly well. Let me change back to the other one so you guys can pick. Like, let me see if I can find something else that might work better. We can have 5 options on the poll. Let me quickly grab something else that might work better. Okay, the final option is GMK Taro, which might be completely the wrong purple as well. I have got thousands of keys. Well, maybe not thousands, but I've probably got 250 GMK sets in my personal collection. Like, even GMK Taro is not going to work with this. Okay, so those are your choices, guys. One of the mods has got the poll up. Wait. They're missing Taro, but I think there's only one answer to this. I think it's gonna have to be Modo Light. Modo Light and Lux could work well. Lux is nice and it's like white and black with a bit of complementary colours to the case. Maybe it'll match the switches, I suppose. Grab some page, problem solve. I think Modo Light's gonna have to be the one, right? You can double vote. This is more rigged than raffles. Dude, you can vote as much as you want with channel points. You can like spam channel points to do votes if you want, I think. I'm pretty sure you can do that. I think you can even drop bits to change the outcome. With that many kits, I wouldn't care for the shine, but since I don't own so many keycaps, I stick to PBT. Yeah, I have a load of PBT caps as well. In fact, someone asked for Deadbeats earlier on. I've just seen Deadbeats. I can see it just out of the corner of my eye, just in my keycap collection. I guess Taro's not it then, if you didn't put it in the poll. Oh man, someone's going hard for Lux. Someone is going hard for Lux. Just while we're doing this, guys, as well, don't forget that if you do want to get 10% off any in-stock key set, that includes a ton of GMK sets, a ton of Canon Cap sets, a ton of all sorts of stuff. Prototypist.net, code StreamingParty69, capital S, capital P, all one word, StreamingParty69, and you can get 10% off any in-stock key set. We ship worldwide, so feel free. Oh, Modo Light's just taking the lead again. Oh, it's very close between Modo Light and Lux. Oh man, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Lux got more channel points. GMK Lux has won. I think it's gonna look terrible, but we'll see. We shall see. Let's flip over the camera. Let's get GMK Lux on here. Zoom in a little bit so you guys can see as it comes through. Okay, I'm not sure how this is going to work at all, but we'll see. We'll see. Do you know what? That actually doesn't look bad. That's actually not looking too bad. We don't need the 7U. We do need the stepped caps. I'm not going to use the accent keys. You guys can say what you want, but I'm making the executive decision to not use the accent keys today. It's not bad. It wouldn't be my first choice, but I didn't know what color of board I had until I started the stream. So you can't blame me for this, guys. Like, I just didn't know. Do you feel like the hype for keyboards has died because I see a lot of shops always having in-stock items? No. So again, you're mistaking you're making a common misconception. So the plan from the 90% of vendors over the past few years has been to make things in stock and available because that's what the community's asked for. So we're pretty much in a position now where we can make stuff in stock and available. And everyone's like, oh no, everything's in stock and available. The market's dead. And it's not true at all because like that was the plan from the start. Like all, I'm going to put the full screen on so you can see. So for literally the past 10 years, since the hobby started to grow, people have always asked for everything to be in stock. They didn't want to run the group buy model unless they had to. People wanted to try and get away from that. People wanted to try and have, in-stock availability for things. It wasn't always possible, and it took a long time for us to get to this point. But effectively where we are now is that the vendors around the world, Novel Keys, Canon Keys, Click Clack, Prototypist, all of us, we've been trying to make sure the product stayed in stock for a while. And we've told everyone this. Like I put up a blog post like 2 years ago that everyone read in the Prototypist Discord server and said, oh yeah, it sounds really good. That by the end of 2022, we were going to have a ton of stuff in stock, right? And that's always been the plan. Like for the past 3 years, Prototype has been running. That's been the plan, to have as many things in stock as possible. And now we're getting this wave of backlash from people saying, "Oh, keyboards clearly aren't as popular as they once were because everything is now in stock." And it's like, no, that's just the model we've been trying to get to, where things are in stock and things are available for people. Like we sell more today every single day than we did. Like we have had more sales today, I can guarantee, than we did in our first month of trading. Like the first whole month, we've had more sales today than that month. I know we have, because that's how it is every single day. So keyboards are just as popular as ever, and a lot of the vendors are doing well. Sure, some vendors will go up and down in terms of revenue and what products they have and stuff, but this has been the plan for the past 2 years for pretty much every vendor, probably for the past 5 years for every vendor, to try and make stuff in stock. And now all we get is complaints that stuff is in stock. It's so weird. It's so weird. But that was the plan, Trueblaze. The plan was to basically kill the aftermarket, to stop flippers, right? The aftermarket shouldn't necessarily be worth more than what the group buy product is or the in-stock product price is. That was never the plan. That shouldn't have been the case. The market has just been corrected because people are still trying to flip things. That's not going to work anymore because stuff is in stock. That was the whole point. That was why people wanted it to be in stock. So now you have this position where people are like, oh, the keyboard hobby must be dying because I can't sell my keyset aftermarket because it's still in stock. But the aftermarket price should be less than the product in stock price, right? Because it's secondhand, it's used at that point. And I think that what it is because people got so used to being able to sell products at a higher price than what they paid for it, they're now feeling like they're losing out. But that's not how the market should be. Everyone has complained about that. When people are buying, they complain about that, and when they're selling, they want to make as much money as possible. I get that. So it's just that it's been the plan for so long, and we've been saying this is how it's going to be, guys. Things are going to be in stock. You're going to be able to buy stuff in stock. You're not going to have to wait for a group buy unless it's some new product we've never touched before. So this is where we are. It was the plan all along, and I really don't understand why it's a surprise to anyone. Like it's been the plan for years. Like it's just it's so weird. It just strikes me as so weird that people are now complaining about it. But hey, it is what it is, and you're free to disagree or agree with me. But basically where we're at is that things are going to be more in stock because vendors have worked really hard to make it that things are going to be in stock. That's been the plan for so long. I want to have 10 different keyboards sat on the shelf for you to be able to pick from. I want you to have 100 different keycap sets in stock for you to pick from. That's kind of like where we wanted to get to. So there is a couple of good things about group buys that people always miss as well. One of those is that, yeah, it allows us to do things with risky products. We can see if a risky product is actually worthwhile making or not, which is great. That's a fantastic use case for it. There is another really, really good use case for group buys that everyone misses, and that is sustainability. Now, here at Prototypist, we try and make everything as sustainable as possible. And we actually, well, we do make things as sustainable as possible because every single product you buy from us, we've offset the carbon for 5 years. We use non-bleached packaging and recycled packaging that is recyclable as well, everything, including the tape. The only time we ever add plastic to to a package is for switches, because switch bags are the only things we can put in plastic. You can't put them in card because or paper bags because they rip and tear because of the prongs on the switches, the pins. You can't put them in cotton bags because the cotton dust gets in the switch and makes them feel horrible. So you have to use plastic bags for switches, but they're the only product that we add plastic to. And running a group buy allows you to be more sustainable because you only need to order what people want. Like, you don't have to order 100 keycap sets that may or may not sell. You can literally buy what you need to buy to satisfy the demand. So group buys and pre-orders like that are super sustainable, and they're a great way to do certain products. And I think that's why the group buy model will live on forevermore. And I will bang that drum because sustainability is key for me. But absolutely having stuff in stock is not a problem if we know it's going to sell. So you see it's jarring for people as well. I see that. I kind of get that because it's a change from the status quo, but it's like this has been the expected target. This has been where we've been aiming to be, and I would say it's good that we're in this position now. It's better that we have stuff in stock, right? Would you prefer stuff to go back to the old days where we didn't have stuff in stock? I don't know. I don't think I would. Super happy that more things are in stock now. Keep track of new releases nowadays. Yeah. I wish in stock was a thing a couple of years ago, but it wasn't possible a couple of years ago. It just wasn't possible. Well, not the actually Red Alert disappeared from in stock in 24 hours. Okay, so I talked about this earlier on the stream. Basically, when I'm trying to do stuff in stock, I have to guess, and it is a guess, whether depending on how many we sold in group buy, how many should I buy for extras. Now, for the vast majority of things, I get this right 95% of the time. Things should last in stock between 1 to 3 months. If it lasts in stock any less than a month, it means I haven't bought enough and I haven't provided enough for the market. Okay, I get that and I agree. And on Red Alert, yeah, I messed up. I didn't order enough. If it lasts for more than 3 months, it's sat on the shelf, it's not sustainable. I talked about sustainability a minute ago. That's key for me. That's 100% something that's key for me. Things have to sell out within 3 months-ish, because if they don't, then it's proven to me that we've bought too many of it. But with Red Alert, I messed up. With 95% of the stuff, I get it right. Like Metropolis, on target to last in stock for 1 to 3 months. GMK Dual Shot, on target to last in stock 1 to 3 months. We did the same with Birch, it lasted the right amount of time. We did the same with Fundamentals, it lasted the right amount of time. Pink on Navy lasted the right amount of time. All of these sets that we've run in the past, and a lot of them, just Red Alert is the only one that I've messed up with recently. Now, I have messed up the other way where I've ordered too many, it's sat in stock for more than 3 months, but that's okay, because that's on me. So yeah, so I apologize about Red Alert, but that's one thing. Okay, so yeah, I would say we are there, the Man 2K. Just because I mess up on one product doesn't mean to say that we're not there. Like, I think that would be unfair, because for 90% of the products we run, we are there. And it's rare I get it wrong these days. I'm getting more and more accurate. So, yeah. It does really frustrate me when people say that, though. Oh, it's not in stock, though. You didn't get it in stock. Well, it lasted 2 days. I think that's not bad. We've got pink coloured sets coming soon. Don't you worry, Perlin. Don't you worry. We've got plenty of pink stuff coming soon. It's very hard to estimate the amount of accessories to order for in-stock sales. If you order not enough, then there will be people who can't order an extra PCB. If you order too much, it'll be dead stock. This issue doesn't exist for group buys. It's true. Yeah, people are complaining, Zosco, that more things are available. A couple of years ago, the only choice for a newbie coming into the hobby was the GMK Pro. Is that 2 years old even? But I think that for some keyboard brands, it's better to keep the supply low because it gives a sense of exclusiveness. This is something that some brands in the luxury mechanical watches, such as Patek Philippe, yeah, okay, do, even though they could afford to expand. Yeah, I don't disagree. I think there are certain things that should be exclusive. And for example, when we do the JO2 Blackout, we're only doing 50 of them. That's it, 50. That's all there will be. I'm not going to do any more. But for the vast majority of stuff like keycaps, it doesn't need to be exclusive. Like, I can get that people want the odd keyboard product to be exclusive, And there will be stuff that is that way. For example, Cloudline was very much something that was an exclusive because there was so few of them made and we didn't have a huge number of extras, and that was planned to be that way. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with people wanting to run the products that way. But you have to look at the larger market sometimes and say, right, overall, on average, what's better for the community? If everything was run so that it was, you know, very low number of units out there and very exclusive, then I think the hobby would suffer overall for that. But there's a load of brands like Wookiee Studios or the JRIS guys. You know, they want stuff to be available to as many people as possible, and I think that's absolutely a noble goal. There's got to be stuff that's available for everyone. If you don't have stuff that's available for everyone to buy and stuff that people can buy just in stock just like that at any given time, the hobby dies. If everything's exclusive and no one can have everything, or no one can have anything, or some people can't get anything at all, then there is no hobby. It's dead. It's killed itself. How much time do you think keyboard sets need to be in stock? Because most kits I don't think last a week. I can be wrong. I think you are wrong. We've pretty much every GMK set we've put into stock in the past 12 months has in the past 6 months. Let me be clear. Pretty much every GMK set we've put into stock in the last 6 months has lasted about 3 months, 1 to 3 months. That's where I'd like things to be. Red Alert was an exception. I did not order enough for that. I ordered it based off the number of sales at Group Buy. It didn't sell well in the Group Buy for us here in the UK. But, you know, that's a mistake on me. I can't get everything right, unfortunately. But one mistake doesn't mean to say that the whole hobby's like that. I think it's unfair. I'm 100% for stuff being in stock. I've had my own 165 in the first Group Buy and I've been on the lookout for a new board because I want different switches. Nice. Nice. That's not a care. It does really, really, really upset me when people say, oh, stuff shouldn't be as in stock as it is. That's just such a poor way of looking at things. I want my product to be exclusive. I want to have it, but no one else can have it. That's not a great way for us to run the hobby, is it? Is that really how we want to run the hobby? I can have this, but no one else can. I don't know, it just doesn't work for me. I think certain products, yeah, absolutely. JO2, for example, Black Cat, only going to be 50 of them. We're not going to run any more than that. But yeah. Mindset is bonkers. Literal death of the hobby. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand that mindset. I can get it for certain products. Absolutely, I can. Like, you know, demand has to be there for the products to sell. It absolutely has to be there for the products to sell. But at the same time, I don't want to be, you know, running stuff and then people not being able to get it. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. The wrong one in there. That's the wrong format. Profile even. There we go. Do you know what, Adam? You weren't wrong. This actually looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how this has come out. What's my all-time favorite GMK set? I'm going to say it's GMK Royal Alpha, mainly because I do love that set and I dailyed it for a couple of years, but I think it changes each week. Like, there's so many different things I could pick each week. It's so annoying for people that make mistakes when building and need a new plate or board, etc. Yeah, but things have to be in stock and at a reasonable price for a period of time. Like, if I was to produce 20 plates and keep them in stock for a keyboard and then no one ever bought them, that's, you know, 400 quid that I've spent that I'll never get back. I can't do that for every single product, for every single plate, for every single material. Plate files should be made available, in my opinion, and then people can go and have one produced and made later on. I think that's the way around it. People want to have the thing, but they don't want other people to have the thing, so they can sell the thing for 10 times the original price because they're smart. Yeah. people want that level of exclusivity, it's fine. They can design a range to have something manufactured themselves as a one-off, or pay 4 or 5 figures for it. Maybe. I like the fact that you project for a 3-month in stock, gives people time to procure funds if they don't have it when it initially drops. Yes, that's the plan. Like if I can put a GMK set that is popular in stock and it lasts for 1 to 3 months, I think that gives everyone who wants it an opportunity to buy it. So the UK market isn't the largest market in the world. That's obvious because it's a small island. There's not a huge number of people in the hobby in the UK. Maybe 10,000 people dabble in the hobby, and maybe 2,000 people, you know, are there all the time and buying stuff all the time. So there's not a huge number of people in the UK in the hobby, and we do sell a lot worldwide as well. But the idea is that if something's there for 3 months, you've had a chance to buy it. Like, it's been there for 3 months. That's a quarter of a year. That's plenty of time to buy something if you want it. You know, you can put the money to one side over a couple of months, make sure it's there. I get that I'm never going to get that right every single time. Like, sometimes the hype for something will just grow massively right before I drop it, like Red Alert, and it will just sell out. And I can't control that necessarily. But it's not just me as a vendor. The other vendors around the world haven't put Red Alert extras in stock yet. So when they put it in stock, it might last for 3 months. Who knows? Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. I just ordered some new switches. Congratulations. I wish I could buy GMK Lux. You can buy my set. It's brand new. This is the first time it's been on the board, so if you want it, you can buy it off me. I've got the Anubis Boyos on the way. Nice. Do I get to do the I Told You So dance? Yes, but I need you to film it and share that with me. Thinking internationally best. Sad to see some Koreans doing their stuff Korea only. Like, that's a difficult one. I don't know how I feel about people just zone locking stuff. I think it's fine for some things, you know, like I know in for example MK UK, which is the Mechanical Keyboards UK Discord server, there's been some products that's only been run for them. Like, it's been like, look, UK guys, you can have this if you want, and I think that's okay. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Is there a plate file for Cloudline? Yeah, Justin's released all the plate files. We can see the board in a second, Geeky. Yeah, let me catch up with chat. Plate files should definitely be available for people to get their own custom made, and I like the idea of boards being designed with the use of standardized PCBs as well. Makes getting a replacement much easier. For some things, yes. Other things that need a custom layout, maybe not. What do you think of adding flexible payment type of service like ClearPay or Klarna offering? So we actually ran Klarna on Prototypist a couple of years ago, and we had about 50 orders where people took advantage of Klarna's payout for 3, and of those 50 people, something like 31 didn't pay the bill, and eventually Klarna refused to work with us anymore and closed our account with them, and then they took me to court for the missing funds because they couldn't get it back from the customers. We ended up having to settle, but I got a court summons for it and everything. No letter before action, just literally straight to a court summons for the money. Didn't even tell me the customers hadn't paid. But yeah, so we don't work with Klarna anymore, and we don't work with PayPal because PayPal doesn't like group buy models and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't think having the Pay in 3 or ClearPay or Klarna service is necessarily right for the keyboard hobby. It's something that cost me a lot of money to use it, and it had no benefit to us. Absolutely no benefit. Botanical and JO2 is a goal for this year. Nice. JO2 very soon. Very soon. Sweet to the desk cam. I'm just trying to catch it with chat, and then I will. Keyboard kits, do they last more than a week in stock? And yes, I want to buy Lux. Just DM over this go. Drop me an email, j@prototypist.net, if you do want to buy Lux. Keyboard kits, yeah, they tend to last. So Ayla has lasted for about 2 months now. So has Onyx, lasted about 2 months. We've got a very few of them left. Tomos are still in stock. We've got 2 left. Singanikos, we've got 1 left. That's lasted about a month. So yeah, we're aiming for 1 to 3 months still. 1 to 3 months. Right. Here's the keyboard. This actually looks pretty good. I'm surprised at how nice that looks. Adam, you were pretty right. You were pretty okay with that choice. I can see why you spammed it. I didn't believe that it would look good, but I think it does look good. I've just realized I have 2 Lux keys as well. Oh well, that's fine. Yeah, look at that. Adam, well done. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. We'll do a proper sound test in a second. If you really want to use that, get a bank account with such as Monzo. Yeah, maybe that's probably a wise idea for most people. I We're having to deal with Klarna at work due to new regulations. Credit info company. It's a shit show. Saying it nicely. I can appreciate that. Yeah, thank you for the reminder. Blackbrook, 90 minutes to go. Use the code STREAMINGPARTY69 for 10% off all in-stock keycap sets. That includes all GMK stuff that we've got in stock and every other key set that we have in stock as well. 10% off anything in stock, and we ship worldwide. Save 10% right now. Prototypist.net. Yeah, bottom weight is beautiful. It looks so good. It looks so good. It's not really purple. It's a pinkish purple. Like, catching it in the right light is difficult here, but it is a pinkish purple. That's the color there, that pinkish purple that you can see there. It's not just purple. It's more this color than this color, if that makes sense, where the highlights are highlighting it. That's a little bit closer as well. It's so difficult. It's almost like a chroma effect on this board. This purple reminds me of one of your matrix boards. Do I have a purple matrix board? I don't know if I do. Looks gorgeous, but that's not pink. It is slightly pink. It's more pinkish than it looks on the camera, I'm afraid. The lights aren't the best at the minute. Huge shame UK left EU. Can't really order anything from UK now without paying customers. Hoi hoi, you are wrong. Like, if you buy from us at Prototypist, and like we have a web page on the website dedicated to this, it's no different to buying us from before Brexit. Like, you buy from us, you pay VAT at checkout, and it gets shipped to you, and you get no customs or import fees. That's for anyone in the EU. Any country in the EU, they buy from us. We're fully IOSS registered. We pay all the time. We collect the VAT at the time of sale. We pay the VAT across to you. Thank you, Andromeda Keys, for the sub. I appreciate that. So yeah, so you don't actually pay any import fees when it ships to you. You literally pay it all as part of the checkout fee. The only thing that's changed since Brexit is the shipping's about $5 to $6 more than it used to be. It's just the way it is. My Prototypist order is still set in customs for a week now. If you'd set in customs for a week, that doesn't sound right. Bryn1312, drop me an email if that's the case, because that doesn't sound right. We can't monitor. We ship 4,000 packages a month. There's no way we can keep track of all the shipping. But if that is the case, then do check with us. Do drop me an email, because I'll chase that up. Should not be in customs for a week, because customs is pre-cleared with us. Everything that ships from us is pre-cleared, unless you bought it before Brexit. If it's one of the very few group buys that happened before Brexit, then that's the only time that you sometimes get stopped. But yeah, definitely drop me a message. Yeah, we spent so long working on the whole being able to ship to the EU. Like I must have spent something like 500 or 600 hours on it. Meetings with DHL, with taxation officers, the accountants that we use, and 1,001 other meetings that we had to have. But we are fully IOSS compliant. We can ship straight to you. The shipping is just a little bit more expensive. That's all it is. $5 to $6, I think, is the average difference now from what it was to be, or like 6 to 7 euros, something like that more. Yeah, before Brexit was eons ago. Yeah, we still have some group buys that are standing that long, sadly. Every shop should do IOSS, makes everything so much easier. There is a lot of cost to it. So you have to start accounting for things differently. You just have to do different VAT returns.
Incredible.
And basically you need almost, for the level of sales that we do, we need a full-time member of staff to manage that. So a lot of shops aren't going to do it because it's just not worthwhile. It's a lot of work to actually do it in the background. Like, people forget this. We're a business. We do a load of stuff like this to make things easier for customers, but that has a massive cost to us. If you know, like, our operating costs are like £300,000 a year just to keep the lights on and keep the company going, from staff salaries and gas, water, electric, heating, lighting, all of those kind of stuff, rent for the workshop that we have, insurance is £20,000 a year for us now. That's for public liability and product liability and all of this. It's absolutely crazy. It's just huge numbers now that we're talking about. So we do what we can. But we can ship to the EU. The bottom line of this is we can ship to the EU without any issues. You just buy it from us, and it's the same as it was pre-Brexit. It's the same as buying from, like, if you're in Poland, it's the same as buying from Germany. It's no different now. We just charge you the actual VAT rate of your country, which is how it should work under IOSS. Group buys take so long. Sometimes opening email is a surprise when I get a notification. Nice. Wish JRM would listen to this. I don't know what JRM is. Sorry. Right. Anyway, we've built the board. It looks fantastic. I'm probably going to give this away at some point because it's a prototype, and I like to give away the prototypes that we get in here at Prototypist. I'm not going to give it away today, but I will give it away at some point. But we should do a little sound test and see how it sounds. Let's pause the music and let's see how this sounds. Oh, Jacob Rees-Mogg. All right, I see. Okay, it's very bouncy. Can you guys see that? Look at this. It's very, very bouncy. Even when I type on the shift row, the F keys are moving. Look, can you see? There is a lot of movement on this. A huge amount of movement. Okay. Okay, that sounds pleasantly good. We've only got one bit of foam in this, and that sounds so good. Like we've literally just got the under PCB foam. I think it is bottoming out. Yes, Josh, I saw you ask that. Like it's hitting the foam, and I can feel the foam's got a little bit of squish. Like it goes down, it moves, then it hits the foam, and then the foam squishes. I can definitely feel that, but it's not gonna bottom out and short out or anything like that because of the foam. That feels so good. Actually, it feels a little bit soft for me, but it sounds really, really good. It is a little bit muted, but if some people like that, I don't mind it at all. The spacebar sounds great, so does the enter and the backspace. The stabilized keys sound really, really good. This sounds so much better than I was expecting. Like, I was expecting it to sound quite poor, but that sounds really, really good. The flex is a little bit too much. I think it'd be really nice with like a carbon fiber plate or something. This is a FR4 plate. I'm really happy with that. I think that's great. I'm not going to give it away today, but we will do a giveaway for this at some point soon, not including the keycaps. But yeah, I'm going to use this on this desk for a week or so, and then we'll give it away before the group buy happens. But that's so cool. That's come out really nice. Really, really nice. Look how the purple changes in the light. It's so cool. Yeah, we'll give this away at some point. I can't keep all the free rewards that I get from the manufacturers. It wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair. A little flat. Maybe the microphone's just not picking up some of the lower level noises. I don't think it's particularly flat IRL. It sounds pretty good, but it is a little bit too much flexible. You're gonna be waiting for the giveaway. I don't know when we'll do it. We'll do it in a few weeks' time. Print, cut, yeah. I don't have the plate files for this, but we'll do another CF group buy later on in the year. Don't worry about that. Okay, guys, we've been streaming for a couple of hours now. Well, 2.5 hours now. It is pretty much time for me to end the stream and go home because I've got another 10 minutes of driving to get home and stuff like that. And I've got to be back here at the workshop for, well, probably 6:30 in the morning, because we've got a load of stuff going out tomorrow. So I am going to end the stream in just a couple of minutes. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. We'll give this board away in a couple of weeks' time. Thank you for your questions about Brexit and everything else. You can just shop from us if you're in the EU, and it's fine now. But yeah, I'm going to hit the sack, go home, go to bed, get some rest. Don't forget, until midnight tonight, so about 90 minutes, you can get, for the next 90 minutes or so, you can get 10% off any in-stock keycap set using the code STREAMINGPARTY69, capital S, capital P, all one word, at prototypist.net. So yeah. In that order? Maybe. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm going to go home now. I really appreciate your time watching, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.